to something that is always and forever highly questionable. What do you like on today's show, Bomani?
Find out about two coaches who apparently will use the Rams to get themselves raises at the jobs they already have.
Vamos, papi.
How encouraged should Patriots fans be by their performance last night?
Weak division, weak conference. They beat the Ravens, and the only reason the Ravens were in the game because uncharacteristically the Patriots made a bunch of special teams mistakes. Here's the most encouraging part, though. The way that a quarterback usually ages is accuracy on the deep ball. The Ravens are really hard to throw against deep. Tom Brady was 8 of 10 for 200-plus yards and a couple of touchdowns deep. The guy doesn't age, and not even Gronk being out mattered against the team that it should have.
The question is, how dynamic can they be on offense without a dynamic receiving threat? Now, their offense magically gets better when Deion Lewis shows back up. He showed back up, and the offense looks to be really, really good. So you should be encouraging the Patriots because that's a really, really, really good defense. But does it make you feel good about him, like this is just something you can count on, or is this something that would ultimately be an aberration? I still don't feel great about him.
Oh, so you're saying that he's aging, but he's not getting any worse, huh?
That's right.
It sounds like something that Ted Wells should be writing about it.
I mean, Ted Wells should be. How's that happening? That's how they get accused of cheating all the time, right? We don't understand how that's happening.
The dude does kind of hang out with a doctor who's not actually a doctor.
Should Pete Carroll or Jim Harbaugh seriously consider voting for the Rams?
We're going to do this, right? It's almost like we work for agents in moments like these. Why would you go take the Rams job if you were Pete Carroll? If you're Jim Harbaugh, yeah, because you wanted to get back to the NFL. Yeah, do you want to get back to the NFL so bad that you would go and coach the Rams? This is that time of year, though, where big names can find any connection to a job, and you use that to get you another couple $100,000 a year where you already are.
This is a ridiculous premise for a lot of reasons, not the least of which is that Pete Carroll, with his players, is under contract in Seattle until 2019, and he's got a pretty good gig. But here's another reason it's kind of absurd. These two guys can get just about any job they want. Why would they take one of the bad ones? The bad ones are available to a lot of coaches who need jobs. These two guys can wait for the perfect one if they're going to leave the one they already got.
You know who should be looking at this job seriously? Tricky Nicky, you know. I think that he should be challenging himself to go into a bigger type of position, you know, in the NFL, to prove to everybody that he can cut it at the pro level, not with these college kids.
He's already done the whole do the pro things without a quarterback. If he goes to the pros again, it's going to be with somebody who can play quarterback.
Should Phil Jackson just apologize for his posse comments now that Jay-Z is taking shots at him?
Posse is the way that he pronounces that. Posse is what he was saying there. Here's Jay-Z, Sportsman of the Year, Sports Illustrated. And is he reading this from his phone? I think that Jay-Z should apologize for reading all of this from his phone. Let's look at this.
He's a dedicated family man who married his childhood sweetheart, Savannah, has 3 lovely children, the son who honors and worships his mother, Gloria, the friend who put his posse in position. LeBron James has provided his friends with that opportunity, and as we witness their development, and if we're looking up at the scoreboard, very few businessmen are better than Maverick Carter, Rich Paul, Randy Mims, and all the rest of the posse behind the scenes that make it look like they're just hanging out.
Phil Jackson isn't sorry. He's made that kind of clear with every opportunity that he's had to apologize for these comments. He's not going to do it because of public pressure, and I don't want an insincere apology. If he's sorry, I'd like to hear him say he's sorry, but he's clearly not sorry.
But the thing I'm curious about with Phil Jackson is if there were a person who could explain this to him in a way to make him realize that he did something he probably should not have, who is that person? Because it seems that all the people who seem to be echoing this sentiment are people that Phil Jackson's decided that he's not going to listen to. So there's nothing else that anybody can do to make him move. But you do get to take shots at it, and Phil's going to have to live with those for a long time because he's the dude that said that dumb stuff and wouldn't walk it back.
What was that word for?
Sports Person of the Year.
The most overrated sport person of the year?
Okay, there it is, right there.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. My
Yeah.
father would not have given him that award. Okay, very good.
Was it smart of Major League Baseball to proactively ban certain rookie initiation traditions?
proactively? We're calling hazing in 2016, eradicating that proactive. It's about time they got rid of this, given the idea that it's bullying, basically, of a lesser class of player, an inexperienced player. You're taking him, you're often dressing him up in costumes that he might not want to wear, and he has to do it because he's subservient. Long overdue.
Well, here's the thing about it, though, is it's really going to do anything other than change the window dressing and to put Major League Baseball in a position where they're protected if the scandal breaks out. Because the one thing that makes hazing so hard to stop, it's really tough to get the people who actually do the hazing to get on board with the idea that you need to stop the hazing. So the things that happen on camera, you're not going to see that stuff anymore. The stuff that happens off camera, the players within themselves have to decide to not do that, and the CBA ain't going to be the one to tell them.
We've seen how players end up policing themselves. They end up throwing baseballs at each other. So he's right about that.
Are you sad to see a record 4 NFL games end up in London?
Yes, we are sending off the games that none of us really want to watch to London again. This time they're going to send 4 of them for next season. Week 3, Week 4, Week 7, Week 8. Am I sad about it? I mean, if I feel like watching one of those games, I'll turn them on. They'll still be on television. I imagine, though, it's got to be annoying, though, for the guys that have to get on the plane to go play these games, because it doesn't seem like the easiest way to go destroy your body after a 7-hour and change flight.
It's 3 NFL games and 1 involving the Cleveland Browns. Am I sad to see it in London? Why would I be sad to see games in London? This is the NFL continuing its ever-pressing, unrelenting greed, wanting more and more, doing so in a stadium that's always full, no matter who they put in there. They're going to keep doing it and keep expanding it until that stadium's not full. It's been full every time they go over there.
You know what the English people are saying about this, eh? What, mate, this is awesome. You know what I mean? Sure. We can go in there and throw a few shrimps on the barbie, you know, and have some beer along that, some ale, the real ale. Cheerios,
Yes,
mate.
ale and Cheerios. Great.
Yeah, it's great. Tailgating here. Oh, yeah.
His all-purpose accent.
Ale and Cheerios.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. It's just going to sink, isn't it? Oh, this is so much fun right up until it isn't. Yeah, see you later. Yeah. All right, yes. That I'm not fluent in Russian, but that's, oh my God, dear God, get him out of there.
Or you look beautiful in the moonlight. I really can't tell the difference.
Time to play the game that is a phenomenal kisser. Do you question?
You give us topics and events,
No.
and we question.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Do you question if the 2013 dunk champ still has it?
Do you know who the 2013 dunk champ is? I don't tend to know these things. Bomani tends to know these things. No? Well, let's find out together.
Lowry found him.
Oh, yeah, Terrence Ross.
Oh, Terrence.
Ooh, I'm just glad he didn't hurt his shoulder.
Oh.
Back rim, and this is a great opportunity to get that rebound. And
You got to go ahead and hit the ground when that happens and feign some sort of injury.
Yes, my hamstring.
That's how I think I would do that. Just keep holding your shoulder. You know, act like you did it for the people. You gave everything you had to the point of injury.
How did he miss that? It wasn't even a pancake playing defense.
It wasn't even a pancake? Oh. The pancake. Oh.
I forgot about that one.
That was a charge, though.
The face on that breakfast food as
Yes.
it is being dunked upon.
I love that his hands, too, were saying, bring it over here. Bring it at this nose made of butter.
Do you question whether this is evidence of global warming?
We're going to Russia.
All right.
Stop!
Oh,
This Russian stuff isn't as innocuous as it used to be, though.
Stop! Stop!
What's going to sink here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, no. It's just going to sink, isn't it? Oh, this is so much fun right up until it isn't. Yeah. See you later. Yeah.
Ёбаный в рот!
All right. Yes. That I'm not fluent in Russian, but that's, oh, my God, dear God, get him out of there.
Or you look beautiful in the moonlight. I really can't tell the difference.
That's horrifying. Oh, look, that guy will help. Here's a string. Here's a string to pull your frozen corpse out of the water.
It does feel like they're having a conversation about the wrong things in a moment like this.
That guy inside is still trying to save the car. You better get your out. Save yourself.
Yeah, the car's a wrap. Like, I don't know how your insurance works. Hopefully you got, like, full protection.
That's going to be so great 10 hours from now when someone wanders by there and sees that blinker on and is like, what happened here?
Yeah, the thing is this global warming or just, like, poor risk management?
Yeah, this is not.
I feel like things like this have been happening for a very long time. We just didn't have cameras.
The globe is fine. That frozen lake, it swallows people.
When I see ice like that, I think of one thing.
Oh.
Yes.
This is where you all laugh at
Yes.
the poor child.
Listen, though. You got to listen. Listen.
You're so cute.
Yeah! That's the sound I was waiting for.
I don't know what it says about you that they're like, oh, Dan needs some joy. Show that baby falling on her face.
It's like an antidepressant for me.
Do you question how they remain so chill?
It's a parking lot of a warehouse complex outside of Birmingham. Not the one in England, the one in Alabama.
Yes.
What's the name of the place? It's
What is going to jump out here?
Candle Supplies.
Get some candles.
I don't know how I got to it. But there's
That's an excellent question.
What was that?
I don't know. I just tore my car up though.
You did.
What in the world was that?
I don't know.
Question.
It's like the bottom came out.
It was. I went back through there. It just looked like a road, didn't it? It looks terrible. I don't know what's
It's
happening.
smoking.
Do you know where the candle supply is?
Can we get some resolution, guys?
What happened there? We've got smoking, we've got candles nearby. That seems to be a bad combination. And an upside down car.
Clearly we wouldn't be that chill because we're not that chill now.
Right now, what just happened there? Was that a sinkhole?
Well, it was a loading dock. Didn't you see it?
I did not see
That's
it.
right. That's right. But that means the loading dock. There was too much water on top of it. That's it.
Oh,
That's what happened.
there you go.
There we go.
That's it.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not forgiving them for this. Like, now that I see it, I'm looking through a grainy camera.
Yeah, optical illusion.
The same thing would happen to you idiots. You know, you got to keep your eyes open. You just can't be wandering places where you don't know, flooded with water and all that good stuff, you know? You got to be alert at all times.
Thank you for telling me to be alert.
He also drives 3 miles an hour everywhere, so that wouldn't happen to him.
My blinker always on.
Yeah, that too.
I'm kind of boss. I did this all because
This is how we do it.
South Central does it like nobody does.
This is how we do it. Get into it, Dave.
To all my neighbors, you got a much flavor.
This is how we do it.
Let's flip the track. Bring the old school back.
This is how we do it.
Questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time for another one of my sexy interview medleys.
They're not exactly sexy, but it's a group of interviews that we've done, cut up, and spliced up for your entertainment. Billy Bob, you are viewed as something of an eccentric. You've got some phobias of what, like silverware, antiques. What would you say is the most unusual thing about you?
The most unusual thing about me, I would say probably my fear of Benjamin Disraeli's hair, and I'm not joking. Yeah.
What's so fearsome?
I don't know what it is, but when I see pictures of that guy, and even the guy who played him in the movie who looked just like him, it creeps me out. Benjamin Disraeli's look in general just creeps me out.
Is it balding men that fear? I mean, am
No,
I
it's
scaring
the
you right now?
it's the
No?
no, it's the part that's actually there that scares me. What's not there
Right.
doesn't scare me as much. Yeah.
So, but how does this work with furniture, antique furniture, and silverware? What do you think is happening there? Like, do you eat with your hands? What's happening there?
I like to use plastic. I don't mind cheap silverware. It's the real stuff, the real heavy old stuff. I don't know what it is, but I don't have a phobia about all antiques. It's really about sort of like European stuff, really old, like in France, those gold chairs with the velvet cushions and stuff. I don't know. I can't be around stuff like that.
I don't wish to be patronizing, but what are you afraid that the antiques are going to do?
You know, it's not so much that I have one of those things where people think that, you know, like there's ghosts on it or like what happened here in the past. Mine is really just about mildew and mold and dust and stuff. It's just creepy to me. And like I've had to eat at places before that had stuff like that. It's like, who wants to have a cheese sandwich in a dusty old creepy French chair?
What kind of dad are you in the stands, though? Because there's a whole bunch of different types.
I'm the guy that got the big popsicle stick with my son's head on it, yelling, "Go Peasy! Peasy!" You know, we call his name Cross, but, you know, Cross Patton, but we call him Peasy. So I'm one of them dads. Like, make some noise, everybody get up. Yeah.
Do you light up the referees? Do you light up the coaches, or it's just support?
Not just support. I mean, one time I did go down there and talk to the coach one time. He was cussing my son out, and I just wanted to know what particular cuss words he had said. I just wanted to make sure it was something he had already heard before.
How'd that go?
How did that one go? I want to hear how that. I want to hear how that one went.
No, I just walked down there. I was like, "Excuse me, coach." I said, "Well, what you said to my son?" And he told me. I just walked away.
Time to play the game that discover his son is trying to put him in a retirement home. See or no?
You told him? Bomani told him? You tell us what to watch on TV tonight. We say if we're intrigued or not.
How dare you?
You told him, didn't you?
How dare
You told him.
You would never tell me.
On Fox Sports New Orleans, Warriors and Pelicans.
Yeah, I'm not bored watching anything involving the Warriors just yet, but here is some footage of a recent Warriors game. Steph Curry, what happens to him?
See what he's got here. Steph's made 3 in a row. Steph down the lane. He couldn't reverse, but he was fouled. He goes for the reverse.
Foul? Where was the foul?
He had a clear lane, and I have no idea.
I guess he just got a call because people don't expect him to miss that, so he must have been fouled. Nobody knows who fouled him. Nobody did foul him, that's why. Bomani, are you intrigued?
So what number will be higher? Points by Anthony Davis or points the Warriors crushed the Pelicans by?
Boppy, are you intrigued?
Well, I tell you one thing, it's going to be a hell of a matchup. I can see it coming. I can see it coming. You know, I think that the Pelicans are going to surprise everybody. They are going to come out swinging. And I tell you what, the Unibrown is going to put a hell of a performance.
He forgot how to play the game. We've been playing it for 6 years. He forgot he's got to hold up one of the cards.
Oh, see.
I mean, there it is, the first signs of senility.
Who are you anyhow? I don't recognize you. Somebody remodeled my bathroom, man. It's real nice, a lot of lighting, you know. I don't need that toilet that glows in the dark anymore.
No, that's that smell.
On HBO, State of Play.
Look at how excited Bomani looks. Sports, conflict, and society. They all intersect here. State of Play. What do we got?
You're never gonna have no violence at all. That's a fantasy world.
The original part of sport was to prepare and select warriors.
We have too many bad things here. We are always seeking happiness.
One punch, you can change everything.
I think violence does get passed down from generation to generation.
Once I become a world champion, I can get my green card. I'm fighting to stay in this country.
Every time that we travel, it's a risk, but we have to take a risk.
We are hardwired for aggression. Who are we to say what's right and what's wrong?
Bomani, are you intrigued?
Yeah, it looks like that could be exhilarating and also like painfully sad. I don't do sad for my recreation.
Bob, are you intrigued?
Oh, no, I'm not intrigued at all. You know, I'm telling you something that's way too deep for me to understand. Sport, conflicts, and society, you know, I don't know where that intersection is. I got confused. All of this other, you know, I'm not intrigued at all. How's that?
Shocker!
At a theater in Japan, AKB 48.
At a theater in Japan. Okay, all we've been told here is something involving rock, paper, scissors, and if you win, you get to be in a band. What do we got? Wow, that's so grand. I'm interested. Bomani, are you?
Like, I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it seems like it was way too important to come down to a game of rock, paper, scissors.
I like that part of it. Boppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Are you kidding me? That's one of my favorite games in Espanol. You know, it's roca, papel, y tijera. Are you kidding me? It's going to be one of my favorite ones. In Japan, you know, I'm telling you, that's the whole ball of wax. Let's play it right now.
All right, let's go. Ready?
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Ah!
No, but you forgot that. You forgot that over there beats us. Why was he celebrating beating me when we just threw down the same thing?
What are we doing?
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. See you mañana.
I only got one hand. I gotta go.
You have two hands.
Well, I mean, I can only play with one hand.
I only have one hand. There it is. Yeah.